I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk. I will be speaking in regards to former co-host Jedediah. She was on The View today. The View are bringing back former co-host. She was in season 20. But it's the ladies were doing the interview with her. It was Joy that said, well, you've been watching Fox News too much. Sunny basically just spoke to the hypocrisy, the foolishness of what Jetta was saying in regards to not wanting people or not encouraging people to get the vaccine. We're going to listen to the clip and we'll have our commentary. And please know that fair use. We have the right under Section 107, Copyright Act of 1976, for commenting, reporting, criticism without the need for permission or payment to the copyright holder. And this will be in our disclaimer. So let's listen to the clip.
It has been shown.
So let's discuss. Let's address the elephant in the room, because you were supposed to join us in the studios weeks ago, but you couldn't because ABC has a very strict policy. You can't get into this building unless you're fully vaccinated. Everybody in this room knows that and is vaccinated. But you made a conscious decision not to get the vaccine. Now, the CDC says a person is 10 times less likely to be hospitalized from COVID and 11 times less likely to die if they've gotten the vaccine. Okay, so why didn't you get it?
Yeah, so my story is a little bit unique. I'll share that first before I get into those CDC numbers. But
remember, we have only a certain amount of time, Jed, if you want to get everything in.
I have. So I want to let people know why I'm not there. I have a medical exemption to the vaccine that's been written by my infectious disease vaccinated specialist in New York City that's been co-signed by 3 other doctors. I'm not a candidate for this vaccine. I also have sky-high, multi-tiered, multifaceted natural immunity, very, very high, that has also been proven, it has been shown, and it is substantiated by letters from these doctors. So for me, personally, this vaccine poses a greater risk than a benefit. I'm also not a risk to any of you. I know there's been a lot of debate about that, but I have these doctors who've gone on record with that as well. So my point about all of this is that I am not anti-vax. What I really want is for people to make these decisions for themselves. I want every one of you to sit with your family members, to sit with your trusted doctors, and to say, what is the best decision for me? However, I do oppose mandates. I oppose them on the fact that, let's look at the science. This is a vaccine that was created to prevent severity of disease and to prevent hospitalizations. Now, we can have a whole debate on that in itself, but the vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID and does not prevent you from transmitting COVID.
Oh, my goodness.
Reality.
No, that's not so. Come on.
No,
you've been at Fox TV too long.
You don't have to listen to me on that. You don't have to listen to me. You can listen to the director of the CDC. You can look at the CDC's website. That is why masks were reinstated for people who were vaccinated, because they said, and they admitted, they came out and said, this Delta variant, transmission is going to be a thing for vaccinated and unvaccinated people. So I'm not opposed to the vaccine, but I am opposed to the mandate 100% on the grounds of science.
People have died from COVID, including Manny's in-laws. And we've been friends a long time, but Manny's parents, I just don't understand why you would choose to prioritize your personal freedom over health and safety of others. And I just really don't think that we should allow this kind of misinformation on our website.
I am prioritizing.
We've had the United States Surgeon General debunk.
Yes, I heard what he said.
Everything that you've just said, and I just don't think we should
So when you have the Surgeon General on, first of all,
on our air. I'm really sorry.
Sonny, first of all,
I'm really sorry.
Sonny, first of all, I would say to you as a friend, what I just said to you is I am prioritizing my health, and people talk about the common
over
good.
The health and safety.
You're not going to have a common good if you're not prioritizing your own health.
We're going to listen to when Sonny came in one more time, because I really like when Sonny interjected. Let's listen.
CDC, you can look at the CDC's website. That is why masks were reinstated for people who were vaccinated, because they said, and they admitted, they came out and said, this Delta variant, transmission is going to be a thing for vaccinated and unvaccinated people. So I'm not opposed to the vaccine, but I am opposed to the mandate 100% on the grounds of science.
People have died from COVID, including Manny's in-laws. And we've been friends a long time, but Manny's parents, I just don't understand why you would choose to prioritize your personal freedom over health and safety of others. And I just really don't think that we should allow this kind of misinformation on our website.
I am prioritizing.
We've had the United States Surgeon General debunk.
Yes, I heard what he said.
Everything that you've just said, and I just don't think we should
So when you
allow
have the
this
Surgeon
kind of
General on, first
misinformation
of all,
on our air. I'm really sorry,
Sunny,
my friend.
first of all,
I'm really sorry,
Sunny,
my
first
friend.
of all, I would say to you as a friend, what I just said to you is I am prioritizing my health, and people talk about the common
Over
good.
the health and safety
You're not going to have a
of
common
other
good if
people.
you're not.
Okay, so that was a 3-minute and 6-second clip from today's episode of The View, where former co-host Jedediah, who was only there for one season, season 20, and they got on the subject matter of the vaccine, as Joy pointed out in the beginning of the interview, that she was supposed to have been there to be a guest weeks ago. ABC policies, and I give shout out, kudos to ABC for enforcing that you have to be fully vaccinated. That meaning the co-host, any person working for ABC, and not only The View, but anyone working for ABC at large. And as we know, they have now allowed guests in the audience to be there. So therefore, they too have to be fully vaccinated. As we know, The View constantly have people on, like Sunny mentioned when she was speaking with her Jedediah, that they've had the Surgeon General on, and he has debunked everything, as Sunny pointed out, the misinformation that Jeddah was so freely out there stating. And this is really personal for Sunny Hostin, because Sunny shared with us to the end how her in-laws, and you can see when she first was talking, she said Manny's in-law, but she meant her in-laws, and so therefore I don't know if someone if it came back to it that she recognized that she had said in-laws instead of saying Manny's parents, or maybe because we know the ladies wear the bug in the ear, maybe someone in the control room saying, let her know that she had stated in-laws, in which she should have said parents. But her husband, who is a doctor, her husband lost both his parents. Like, one died in December, then the other one died right before the new year, or on New Year's Day, something to that effect. So basically, within a month, December, January, during the Christmas holidays and the new year of 2021. And she was very emotional the day that she shared that with us. So I get why she is very passionate, and I give her a huge to shout out to Sunny Hostin for, like she said, I don't think it's fair to allow this misinformation on our air, meaning knowing that The View is before a live audience all over the world, not just here in the United States, but all over the world. And as many people would be sending online, whether it's through Twitter or on the internet and YouTube and all of that, she could not allow, even though she said the lady Jeddah is her friend, she said, I'm sorry, my friend, I can't allow. Jeddah was saying she's not anti-vax, she just look at the science. The science has shown us that we need to be vaccinated. And yes, it is a personal decision, and this is my perspective in regards to, I'm vaccinated, I'm fully vaccinated. It's a personal decision. I get that. Yes, you need to have a conversation with your doctor, with your family. But I'm going to say this. If you choose not to, don't come out here with the crap about the vaccine, this and that, don't worry, people die. Because it has been stated. It's not 100%, but it has been stated that it's better to be than not be. And at the end of the day, you have the choice. But don't come on with the mockery and the bull crap kicking against it because you want to do the right wing propaganda. If you don't want to be vaccinated, but at least like Sonny was saying, be respectful to others. That is why, yes, it's still important to wear masks if you're inside and around a large group of people. Outside, maybe not so much in regards to wearing masks. We are still in the pandemic. We still are practicing or need to be practicing the CDC guidelines, and we cannot be ignorant as many are on the other side, the GOP, the right wing, the Republicans, and just people out there that's crazy. So I say kudos to the View to ABC at large for having that you have to be fully vaccinated. And again, a huge kudos to Sunny Hostin. But I get it. Sunny husband lost his parents. She said they didn't do Thanksgiving together because they were trying to be mindful, trying to make sure that they practice caution. Like I said, I had never seen Sunny Hostin as emotional, and rightfully so, as the day when she shared. And then she still was able. And what got me when she did let us know what happened to her in-laws, her husband's parents, we never had, if she hadn't shared it, we wouldn't have known. Because she still was able to come on every day and be professional. Every day and do her job. Even though she was hurting and grieving on the inside, her husband and her children who have now lost the grandparents of their dad. So yes, she's passionate about it, and again, rightfully so. It just really irks me when all these people want to come on, whether it's The View or anywhere, any platform, the opportunity that they're given to open their mouth and speak such ignorance. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It can be mind blowing, but again, I get it because it's all propaganda. Everybody's pushing their own agenda instead of realizing we are human beings. We are not, it's better than it was, but we're not out of the woods. It has been said we are so far from this being over, meaning this pandemic, meaning COVID is still alive and well, and still people are still getting COVID. People are still dying, and even kids are being affected. So this is why we cannot allow the foolery, the hypocrisy of trying to play with the lives of people, American human, not only just American human beings at large. It's so much bigger than a political game. That's what the former guy, twice impeached, one term, 45 to put a hit on America. He downplayed it from the beginning. He has lied and lied and lied. He and his wife got the shot without telling people. Although his daughter Ivanka, I think last time I had looked on her IG, it was showing her getting the shot. And I guess she got, I don't know if she got the 2 doses of one, because I think I've only seen just one picture. But again, she did show herself, because I remember Anna said she couldn't believe she was giving a prop to Ivanka Trump, but she said she did use a platform. She did do it publicly to let people know, whereas her dad, again, he downplayed it. And on his watch, we lost over 506,000 people. Because he tried to say it was like he says with everything, it was a witch hunt. Pure BS, pure crap. And Sunny Hostin knows so much better than anyone else because she lost family members. Her husband lost his parents. Her children lost their grandparents. And she too now have her elderly parents to be mindful of. This is not a game. And for Jetta and others that have come on with the hypocrisy, just the foolishness, no ma'am, no sir. And this is my commentary. I am LaMarsha Lewis. Let's talk.